Tim Sackett, and you are back for another episode number 4 for HQ4HR. So again, we want to thank our sponsors, Paycor. Check them out at paycor.com, and they just had launched HR Center for Excellence. In fact, I think June 7th. Don't hold me to that, not that number, because I don't have it in front of me. We're going to be doing a webinar. Chris Dunn and I are going to come in and show you how you can actually transform your HR department into an HR Center of Excellence. And so we'd love having Paycor on as a sponsor for all of this, and we're having a lot of fun. And then also, obviously, Fistful of Talent. Thank you for allowing us to do this. And I want to welcome our 3 pristine guests. And so we'll start with the lady in the room. I'm going to try to make this right. Joe Noctegal. Is that right?
Yeah.
So Joe, tell us a little bit where you're from, what you do, give us the insight.
Sure. So I am from Bloomington, Minnesota. I work at the Mall of America, and I'm actually working with the fun side of HR. I work in training and development. So
everybody wants to know, what's your mall discount?
Oh, it depends on the store. They're all different. So
that has to be. I mean, I'm a shopper at heart, so I could never work for Mall of America because I would literally every check would just go back to all the stores.
Yeah, bringing your lunch can be difficult.
All right, Ben, up in my upper. I don't know how this is when you guys are looking, so I'll say upper side of the. The Brady Bunch thing here. Ben Madden, VP of Human Capital. Ben, introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from, what you do.
I am the VP of Human Capital, as you said. I run all the HR for a about 200-person government contractor here in the DC area. So I get the joys of dealing with the federal government as well as spending our taxpayers' dollars at the same time.
Yep, and we profiled him. He is a U of M grad and fan, unfortunately. I had 2 of them on the line today. Dustin Lester out of Whirlpool, out of Findlay, Ohio, and a Central Michigan grad like me. He's a Chip, go Chips. But somehow married or got into the wrong family or was raised the wrong way. Another U of M grad. Dustin, introduce yourself.
Yeah, fire up Chips. Yeah, unfortunately, the Chips don't get a lot of coverage, so definitely I like watching the Wolverines as well. But my name is Dustin. Just moved to Ohio. I actually lived in Las Vegas for about 8 years. While in Vegas, I was working for Amazon as well as Zappos. So from there, I took my talents back to Ohio, back to the Midwest, into Whirlpool. So I'm working as an HR manager there, overseeing the dishwasher function, actually the largest dishwasher manufacturing facility in the world. So.
Nice.
Glad to be here, though.
I actually just bought a brand new Whirlpool dishwasher, and I should have called you. I would have gotten it. Probably.
Oh yeah, no, we definitely could have got you a coupon. Yeah.
What?
As long as it's not Samsung. That's the big competitor right now.
So everybody, now go connect with Dustin on LinkedIn and get your Whirlpool discount coupon for a dishwasher.
We can do that.
So you guys are ready to play. You got your numbers 1, 2, and 3. If you're at home, or you're not, I hope you're not home. Well, you might be home if you're remote. If you're in the office, get ready. We're going to play. And today we have a little bit of a 90s kind of pop music swing to it. So if you know your 90s music, this is going to help. And so I'm going to launch the first question, and it's this. Which Spice Girl is married to the famous soccer player David Beckham? Is it Sporty Spice, Posh Spice, or Scary Spice? And tell me what your answer is, what your really answer is. Come on. What's your answer? Everyone's got it up. Number 2's across the board. This seems like it must be an easy question. I don't know my Spice Girls very well. It's Posh Spice. You guys got that one. She's obviously the best looking one. I mean, in my mind, Victoria Beckham is okay, we're going down a path I don't need to be at.
Agreed.
We need to share results. There it is. 16 out of 16, 100% are moving on to question 2, which you'd be moving on anyways, since we don't knock you out after one question. So and then we'll go right into question 2. We'll get the hard HR stuff out of the way, and we'll launch the poll. When you make a new employee sit through 8 weeks or 8 hours of boring meetings and fill out paperwork, this is called waterboarding, offboarding, onboarding. We're getting really difficult. Come on. We have attendees out there right now. They're getting more and more. They're coming in. They're trying to figure out how to play. We got number 1s across the board. I think if you had to go through 8 weeks, of boring meetings, it would definitely be waterboarding. So we will share the results, onboarding across the board, 100%. This game is way too easy. So we're going to go right into question 3, which I love to make it the knockout question. Recently, a valued, I should probably launch the question so you guys can see it, right? Recently, a valued employee started arriving 15 to 20 minutes late for work without giving an explanation to the supervisor. What course of action should be best suited to the remedy of the situation? Written discipline, termination, coaching session with a supervisor. Which one are we going to do? And the SHRM people will say, we have a 1, we have a 3, we have a 3. It's going to be, remember, SHRM is helping us out with this stuff. Across the board, 100%. Ben took the bait on the written warning.
Yeah.
You want to follow the steps. I know. I feel you. This is the new SHRM, Ben. This isn't a SHRM from 2 decades ago. Come on.
Everyone's favorite friendly SHRM.
Yeah, we're gonna coach first. We're gonna try this out. All right. So the next question number 4. What is a disadvantage of e-learning? Instructional designer on the line. She should know this one. Limited opportunities for higher level learning, a higher level dropout rating. It's difficult to keep information current. Uh-oh. Everyone's across the board right now with this one. We have 2 2s. Joe keeps putting hers backwards. We have a 2. We have a 2 and a 3. We're going to end the poll. Look at this. Share the results. It has a higher dropout rate than other forms of learning. It's easy to get started, but it's also easy to quit. So for you 14, you get the extra point when it comes to that one. Question number 5, we're going back to the pop culture reference. I think this one's a little bit harder, but if you're hanging tough, you might get it. What could it be? These 2 new kids on the blocks were brothers. Was it Jordan and Joey, Donnie and Danny, or Jonathan and Jordan? Ooh, these 2 brothers, the new kids on the blocks. How did you really know? How much did you really know? Wow, this question is tearing people up. We're going to end the poll. We're going to go live. We're going to share the results. It's actually Jonathan and Jordan.
What?
Yeah, Donnie and Danny are brothers. Come on, this just tore everybody up. 4 people are big New Kids on the Block fan. Thank you for you 4 for showing up, and we're gonna keep pushing it right on down. And if I made a mistake on any of these questions since I made them up, hit me in the chat function, and I will not pay attention. But I'm sure somebody will. So Nicole Roberts said she was in the New Kids on the Block fan club, so she got that one right. Question number 6, worth 2 points. We'll launch the question. We'll get it started. What part of a SWOT analysis reflects external environment? Weaknesses and opportunities and threats, strengths and threats. I can't even say that without slurring, and I didn't even drink my lunch today. Opportunities and threats, strengths and threats, weaknesses and opportunities, an external environment. Still waiting on everybody to play from home. Little by little, they're coming in. We have a 2, and a 2. The professional attendees here, they know their SWOT analysis. They got it right 100% across the board. Opportunities outside your organization. Threats are outside your organization. Thus, it's an external environmental factor. So that was 2 points across the board, and we are going to run right on to question number 7 for 2 more points. We're going to launch it up. What is an intensive investigation of an organization being considered for merger or acquisition to understand the associated cultural, structural, technological, financial, and legal risk? Is it due diligence? Is it a pestle analysis? Is it a return on investment? Ooh, SHRM's digging deep for this one. A 1, a 2, and a 2. Other people are trying to Google it right now to get the right answer. They're all trying to figure it out. What could it be? You guys actually try to do the letters for PESTL and figure out what that meant? No, you didn't. Due diligence.
Dang it.
You're doing due diligence when you're doing this investigation. Intensive investigation. A pestle analysis, I don't even know what that is. I think I made that up. No, I didn't. It was SHRM that made that up, the question that you gave me. So we're going to move right on to question number 8, the last of the 2-point questions, but it's still not another pop culture question, so you guys won't get that one wrong. This one is going back to an organization promotes teamwork as a core value. What would be the best way for HR manager to model this value to the rest of the supposed to be team? So I messed that one up. An organization promotes teamwork as a core value. What would be the best way for an HR manager to model this value for the rest of HR? Scheduling workshops on the teamwork for all functions, encourage subordinates to take on project leadership roles, establish core functional brainstorming groups. What would this be? What would this do? What's going to be the one? What we have across the board, we have a 3 with 3, a 3, and a 3. We end the poll. Pretty consistent across the board. Establish cross-functional brainstorming groups. 75%. That's the one. I actually like encourage subordinates to take on project leadership roles. I think that, I don't know if that actually promotes teamwork though as much as it promotes leadership skills. That was a good answer for those who did it. Schedule workshops on teamwork for all functions, I think is like an old school one for you 3 that are still on here. I'm just joking. Number 3, the last of our pop culture questions, and then it's going to be bye to a few people. This member of NSYNC was the only bass vocalist of the group. Was it Lance Bass, Joey Fatone, or Justin Timberlake? This member was the only bass vocalist. Uh-oh, NSYNC fans. Nicole, were you an NSYNC club fan member as well? Did you get this one right? Who just said Justin Timberlake has a bass voice? I can't believe this. There's no possible way somebody just answered that. Justin Timberlake. Have you heard him sing? I'm not going to sing right now, but I'm going to end the poll. I'm going to share the results. And oh my gosh, 91% of you got this wrong. It
was not Lance. It was a trick question because his last name.
It is.
Joey Fatone just looks like.
Oh, he's clearly a baritone.
I love this question because Joey looks like a bass vocalist, especially Fat Joey. After NSYNC, when he got like later in all the crappy TV shows. So
wasn't that one for no reason.
Very good for all those that got that one right. 3 points. The chat thing's going crazy. Someone's telling me I'm wrong. I'm not wrong. Come on, stop that. They didn't tell me I was wrong. Okay, we have 3 questions left. 12, or no, it can't be 12 points. It's 9 points that we have available for everybody that's there. And here we go. What is a reasonable outcome for effective succession planning for leadership positions in an organization? So what is a reasonable outcome of effective succession planning for leadership positions in an organization? Is it organizational experience, strategic assessment, or organizational diversity? Answer loading. Ben's loading the answer. He's trying to figure it out. What is a reasonable outcome of effective organizational succession planning for leadership positions in an organization? Ooh, another one that just got people confused and confounded. Kind of like the Lance Bass analogy, except more people will get this one right. Strategic assessment, organizational diversity, organizational experience, another just really, really tough answer. We have a 1, a 2, and I can't, wait a minute, I gotta see, and a 3. I'm like looking through multiple screens, sorry about that. We're gonna end the poll, we're gonna throw it up, we're gonna share the results. It's organizational experience, number 1.
Oh, Joe, run away with that.
Never mind.
50% is wrong with strategic assessment. Again, think about succession planning and leadership if you're going to actually keep organizational experience around. You can't guarantee strategic assessment, and you can't guarantee diversity with either one of those. I love knowing the question beforehand because it makes me sound like I really know what I'm talking about. I don't. Okay, question number 11, 2 left. What is the best vehicle for communicating strong organizational commitment to ethical standards? Delivering an annual workshop on dealing with ethical dilemmas in the workplace, modeling ethical behavior by leaders, managers, and supervisors, coaching individuals on whatever ethical issues might become. Delivering annual workshops, coaching, modeling They all sound the same to me. We have a 2, a 2, a 3. Here we go. Waiting for the crowd. Everybody's getting into this.
I think we got you on this one, Joe.
We're going to end the poll. We're going to share the results. This is modeling ethical behavior by leaders, managers, and supervisors. Number 2 is the correct answer. Joe's leaving 3 up because she's hoping.
He's human.
She's hoping that she
I
might.
was like, yeah, I was like, modeling's not actionable enough. It has to be
Last
something
question.
actionable.
Last question, number 12. And 3 last points that are there. This one could be a difficult one. Again, want to thank Paycor. Check them out, paycor.com, HR Center of Excellence. Fistful of Talent. Sherm for the questions that everyone's getting wrong today, except for the 90s ones. I made those up myself, so sorry, they can't take advantage of those. And so for the last one, what is a secondary risk? A risk that are risks that are deemed lower in priority of management, risk events that occur as a result of occurrence of other risk created by risk management tactic. What is a secondary risk? We're waiting. This one's gonna separate everybody. This is a Lance Bass question all over again. There's gonna be blood in the streets. Everyone's gonna be crying. People are still Googling, trying to figure out what the hell secondary risk means. Here we go. We're gonna share the results. It actually is number 3, a risk.
Oh, I just read it.
I didn't know if I could change my answer.
One person, 95% of you got it wrong, but gosh, doesn't that answer sound so correct? So we're going to stop. We're going to bring Jen back in. She's tabulating. We think, it seems like Joe did really well, right?
Yep. I should be able to put my score on 2 hands.
All right, Jen, what do we got?
All right, so it was very, very close at the beginning. After the first round, Ben had fallen behind by 2, but he came back and everyone was tied going into round 3. But Joe blew everyone out of the water in round 3.
Yes.
So Joe is our winner for today.
Congratulations, Mall of America. Because Joe won, Mall of America is giving everybody a 50% off coupon at Orange Julius today only, from 1 to 2 Central Time. Yeah, if you have to find Joe to get that coupon, but you can have it.
There you go.
Ben, Dustin, Joe, thank you guys so much. Loved having you on. And hey, next week, guys, same place, same day. It's Tuesday, 1 o'clock Eastern, noon Central. And it's our last one that officially we have done, but we might continue. We want to test this and see how it is. So stop by next week and play the last one, and we'll see everybody later. Awesome.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Good job, Joe. See you, team.